that today's point, that is the isolation of pure culture technique. Okay, so see, what is pure culture? So it consists of two only a single type of organism. Where working in the laboratory, we need to work with the single species of organism, and pure cultures must be obtained artificially. So for pure cultures, it is nothing but the single type of organism. It organism contain bacteria, viruses. Okay. Also, when working in the laboratory, we need to work with the single species of organism, and that pure culture must be obtained artificially by sources water, air, and soil. Everywhere that organism is present. In clinical laboratory, use the culturing and the pure culture technique for first one, isolation of bacteria in the pure culture and the study the colony characteristics. Also, that used for the to demonstrate their properties, to determine their sensitivity to bacteria antibiotics, also to diagnosis the bacteria by antigen and the biochemical tests, and last one to counting the bacteria. So pure culture techniques is used for the these purposes. Also it is known as the application of pure culture techniques. So in that pure cultures, they are having two steps. First step, that is the sterilization, and second step, isolation. So sterilization, the process of eliminating all microorganisms from lab tools and growth medium. It is known as the sterilization. When handling microorganism, all media used for growing organism is sterilized by the autoclave or hot air oven. All glasswares are sterilized in autoclave at the 121 degrees Celsius at 15 pounds of pressure for about 15 minutes. So we are already studied that autoclave which is used for the sterilization purpose, and this is the standard temperature or standard method for the sterilization of glassware by autoclave. That is the specification 121 degree Celsius at 15 pounds pressure and the about 15 minutes. Work area should be treated with the disinfectant inoculation loop, and the tube limbs should be flamed. Okay. When a bacteria grow on a plate, the number of cell increases until a visible mass of cell, and that visible mass of cell, it is called as the colony, appears. Usually colony arises from the division of single bacterial cell. The colony can consider a pure culture. When your bacterium sample is added on the agar plate for their growth, they are multiplication by the generation time. Okay, 1 has to 2, 2 has to 4, and 4 has to 6, and that they are multiplied by in the colonies. Okay. Isolation, the microorganism occur in huge number. Then isolation done by three ways: strict plate method, spread plate method, and pour plate method. So we are see individually in brief. Strict culture or it is known as the surface planting. This method used for isolation of bacteria in pure culture and used different methods. In that stick plate, they are having the number of subtypes. First, quadrant sticking, also it is known as the zigzag line. So it is divided your plate into four areas by drawing a B C D on the outside of bottom of plate. Then transfer bacteria by platinum loop by touching bacterial colony. Make a 2 or 3 parallel lines on area. Next step, that is sterilize your loop on flame and left it to cool. Fourth one, turn your plate into 90 degree and make series parallel lines on the area. Again sterilize your loop and left it to cool. Turn your plate 90 degree then and make series parallel lines on area. C area, okay. Then sterilize your loop, turn your plate to make series parallel lines on the D area. Next one, sterilize your loop, then make zigzag line from the end of last parallel line. Incubate at the 30 degrees Celsius for 24 to 48 hours. Next, last one, that observe pure colony cultures. Okay, see which type they are used for sticking plate. This images is Petri plate, which are having two Petri plate, one Petri plate having their cap, okay, or fold. So this is loop, inoculum loop. Every time when you are cultivated media on poor bacteria on the agar plate, then every step you are need to sterilize that loop, and then after you are take that sample from our sample preparation. Okay, see images. Here the marking in procedure you are see the marking that is A, B, C, D. Here marking 1, 2, 3, 4. So take firstly sterilize it, mark it Petri plate on bottom, then sterilize it, inoculum, then take a sample from prepared sample and then stick on the agar plate. So first stick on, okay, A side, B side, C side, and last D side. In that D quadrant, D side, you have stick like zigzag mode. Okay, see how you stick on that agar plate. So A straight line, A to B, then B to C straight line, C to D straight line, and D quadrant they are like zigzag. Okay, so it is known as the zigzag line. Plate A is a good example of stick plate and plate B is a bad example of stick plate. Okay, see when you are sticking the okay, this is the proper method of sticking, and all this procedure is done in the sterilized condition. Okay, next that is T stick. First label your plate, divide your plate into 3 areas by drawing T, okay, on outside bottom of the plate. Inoculate one an area using a single continuous motion. Third step, there sterilize your loop and leave it to cool. Next one, cross stick that area 3 to 4 times and continue sticking into second areas. Repeat the procedure in 3 to 4 steps. Incubate at 30 degrees Celsius for 24 to 48 hours. Observe the pure colony culture. Okay, see the method of, firstly you are divide your plate in the T shape of T. Okay, then start the sticking. Okay, see sticking starting from here, then here. Okay, next same start from this, and then second and third one. Okay, start from here and like. Okay, so this is the triple stick method. Quadrant method, this is also another name, that is the 4 quadrant stick plate method. Okay, next one, radiant stick. Inoculate the bacteria with loop and make a series parallel lines. Sterile your loop, turn your plate into 90 degree and make series parallel lines. Incubate at 37 degree Celsius for 24 to 48 hours. And last, observe the pure colony culture. Okay, see mark like radiant here. Okay, firstly, stick like from every point. Okay, then again next one there, this point, next here, and again here. Okay, every crossing the line, they put the sample, bacterium sample. Next, continuous sticking. Inoculate the bacteria by loop and make a continuous sticking motion. Incubate at 30 degrees Celsius, 37 degrees Celsius for 24 to 48 hours. Observe the pure colony culture. See continuous stick methods. There are several methods you can make to ensure the purity of culture. Also, resticking. Isolate the colony from stick plate. Should be only a single type of isolated colony. By the colony should be only contain a single morphological colony type. Microscopic examination should be demonstrate only one type of cell. Okay, so this resticking means it is isolate colony from stick plate. Next technique, spread plate technique. Bacteria usually grow together in population containing a number of species. So spread plate techniques is an easy method to isolate bacteria in single colony. See the procedure for spread technique. Transfer 0.1 ml of bacteria to the surface of agar. Dip L-shaped glass into the beaker of ethanol and then spread it through the flame of burner and allow to cool on the agar surface. Spread bacteria over the agar surface and ensure the surface of plate has been covered. Fourth one, next invert the plate and incubate at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 to 48 hours. Okay, So this is the 28 to 24 to 48 hours. After incubation, observe the morphology of colony. Okay, in the spread plate, she first having take a two samples. First in that mixed culture sample, and another their water or the physiological saline sample. So take a drop transfer from mix. Take a drop from the mixed culture sample. They are added into the water or the physiological saline solution for taking the 10 ml or okay 10 ml water and dilute it sample into add the take a sample from first mixed culture sample tube and add into the water test tube, then take one drop and add into the agar plate. Okay, and see incubation and the isolated colonies growing on the medium. Next one, poor plate culture. In that poor plate culture procedure, take a 50 ml of agar melted and left to the cool to 45 degrees Celsius. Diluting of fraction of culture is series dilution. Adding 1 ml of every dilution to the molten agar and mixed well. Poured into the sterile petri plate or dish and allowed to solidify. Incubate at 37 degrees Celsius for 22 to 24 to 48 hours and observe the colonies of bacteria on the agar surface. See pour plate method. Firstly, prepare a suspension of microbial cell. Then done serial dilution. First, take a 1 ml from microbial suspension, dilute it into 9 ml saline water or saline. Then it is 10-fold diluted. Again 1 ml to 10 ml saline water, then it is diluted to 100-fold. Take a 1 ml from this test tube and add into 9 ml saline water. So it is diluted into 1000-fold. Then again take 1 ml from this test tube and dilute it to 9 ml saline water. So this is the 10,000-fold diluted. So likewise take a 1 ml from 10,000-fold solution, then add into 9 ml saline water, then it is the 1 lakh fold. Okay, then take a sample 1 ml from this test tube and add into the 9 ml water, then it is the million fold. Next, melt that melted agar and add into the pouring plate. Okay, after that pouring, keep aside for dry it, and after dried, add into the for isolation of colonies. Culture characteristics, description of colonies of bacteria. First shape, circular, irregular and rhizoids. Sizes, surface of colony is measured by the millimeter range 2 to 3 mm, or the colony very small about to 0.5 to 1 mm. Elevation, convex papilla or raised with the flat surface. Edges, that entire lobate have fimbrate. Color, it gives color like the green color by the Pseudomonas aeruginosa. Pseudomonas aeruginosa. Okay, Pseudomonas aeruginosa. Opacity, transparent or opaque. Consistency, hard, firm and soft. Okay. This is the characteristic of colonies of bacteria. See various shape of colonies: round, irregular, filamentous, rhizoids, clud, entire, edges, side. Okay, cuts like entire cuts, filaments cut, undulated cut, and this is the lobate. Okay. Next, elevation: raised, flat, convex, ambonate, and growth into the medium. This all shape we are see in during the experiment. Okay, that isolation of pure culture techniques. In that we are also see that all the methods and their how they grow. Okay, colony morphology, their color, shape, sizes, margin, elevation, okay, opacity and consistency. See how isolation of pure culture is done. This is also one of the experiment, that is bacterial growth curve. Okay, how procedure done for the to determine the bacterial growth curve, and this is the procedure of see.
Bacterial growth curve. The nutrient agar plate with Staphylococcus aureus culture is taken from the laminar airflow. An inoculation loop is taken from the rack. The inoculation loop is heat sterilized in the blue flame of the Bunsen burner till red hot and then allowed to cool for some time. The lid of the nutrient agar plate with Staphylococcus aureus is opened. An isolated colony is picked with cooled sterile loop and the lid of the plate is closed. The nutrient agar plate is returned to the laminar airflow. The conical flask containing 25 milliliters of nutrient agar broth is taken from the laminar airflow. The mouth of the tube is heat sterilized. The Staphylococcus aureus culture taken in the inoculation loop is transferred into the nutrient broth. The mouth of the flask is then heat sterilized and cotton is then replaced. The conical flask is returned to the laminar airflow. The nutrient broth inoculated with Staphylococcus aureus culture is labeled as S. aureus. Heat sterilize the inoculation loop. Return the inoculation loop to the rack. The nutrient broth with inoculated Staphylococcus aureus culture is taken from the laminar airflow. The door of the shaking incubator is opened. The nutrient broth with Staphylococcus aureus culture is placed in the shaking incubator. The incubator door is closed. The nutrient broth with inoculated Staphylococcus aureus is incubated overnight at 370 degrees Celsius. After incubation, the conical flask is taken out from the incubator. It is then placed in the laminar airflow. A 500 to 5000 microliter pipette is taken from the rack. The volume of the pipette is adjusted to 5000 microliters. Insert a fresh tip into it. One of the sterile nutrient broths, 100 milliliters, is taken from the laminar airflow. The cotton plug is removed and the mouth of the flask is heat sterilized. Pipette out 5000 microliters of sterile broth. The mouth of the flask is heat sterilized and the cotton plug is replaced. The conical flask is placed in the laminar airflow. A clean cuvette is taken from the cuvette holder. The sterile nutrient broth is transferred into the cuvette. This sterile nutrient broth is taken as the blank. The sterile nutrient broth in the cuvette blank is placed in the cuvette holder. The used tip is then discarded. A fresh tip is then inserted. The overnight culture of Staphylococcus aureus is taken from the laminar airflow. The cotton plug is removed and the mouth of the tube is heat sterilized. Pipette out 5000 microliters of overnight culture of Staphylococcus aureus. The mouth of the conical flask is heat sterilized and the cotton plug is replaced. It is then returned to the laminar airflow. Another clean cuvette is then taken from the cuvette holder. The Staphylococcus aureus culture is then transferred into the cuvette. This is taken as test. The cuvette with Staphylococcus aureus test is returned to the cuvette holder. The used tip is discarded. The wavelength of the colorimeter is adjusted to 650 nanometer. The cuvette containing blank is taken from the cuvette holder. The outer surface of the cuvette is wiped with lint-free tissue paper. The cuvette is then placed in the slot of the colorimeter without touching the body of the cuvette. The colorimeter value is then adjusted to 0. The cuvette containing blank is then taken out from the colorimeter. It is then placed in the cuvette holder. The cuvette containing test is then taken from the cuvette holder. The outer surface of the cuvette is wiped with lint-free tissue paper. The cuvette with test is placed in the slot of the colorimeter. The value is noted. The cuvette is then taken out from the colorimeter. The contents of the cuvette, Staphylococcus aureus culture, is poured into a beaker. The bottle containing distilled water is taken and the cuvette is then washed with distilled water. The contents in the cuvette are then poured into the beaker. The cuvette is then placed back in the cuvette holder. 100 to 1000 microliters pipette is taken from the rack. The volume of the pipette is then adjusted to 500 microliters. A fresh tip is inserted. The overnight culture of Staphylococcus aureus is taken from the laminar airflow. The cotton plug is removed and the mouth of the flask is heat sterilized. 500 microliters of Staphylococcus aureus is then pipetted out. The mouth of the flask is heat sterilized and cotton is replaced. The conical flask with Staphylococcus aureus is then placed back into the laminar airflow. A clean cuvette is taken from the cuvette holder. The Staphylococcus aureus culture is then transferred into the cuvette. The used tip is then discarded. The cuvette is then placed in the cuvette holder. A 500 to 5000 microliter pipette is taken from the rack. The volume of the pipette is adjusted to 4500 microliters. A fresh tip is inserted. The sterile nutrient broth is taken from the laminar airflow. The cotton plug is removed and the mouth of the tube is heat sterilized. 4500 microliters of the sterile nutrient broth is then pipetted out. The mouth of the flask is then heat sterilized and plugged with cotton. The sterile nutrient broth is then placed back in the laminar airflow. The cuvette containing the 500 microliters of Staphylococcus aureus is then taken from the cuvette holder. The 4500 microliters of the sterile nutrient broth is then added to the cuvette in order to dilute the Staphylococcus aureus culture. The dilution is 1:10. The used tip is then discarded. The cuvette with sterile nutrient broth blank is taken and the outer surface is wiped with lint-free tissue paper. The blank is then placed in the slot of the colorimeter. The value is adjusted to 0.
Okay, so today over the lecture. Thank you. See you in the next video.